In part 3 of this series, we're asked, the volume of a given weight of gas varies directly as its absolute temperature T and inversely as its pressure P. The question is, if the volume of gas is 125 feet to the power of 3, find its volume when the absolute temperature is increased 10% and the pressure is doubled. So let's start by creating an equation with this description. V for volume is equal to K, our constant, and it varies directly as the absolute temperature T. And feel free to put T in absolutes, but it doesn't really matter here, especially for the type of information they've given us. And inversely as its pressure P. Inversely means that we will divide by P. We now have our equation, and we will now modify it based on what's written here. Find its volume when the absolute temperature is increased by 10%. So T is equal to 1.10 of the original, and the pressure is doubled. So 2 times the original pressure. Substituting these into here, and I want to show the difference between the original volume and the modified volume by writing out V prime. K, substituting T with 1.10 T, and P with 2P. What I'll do next is divide 1.10 with this 2, and if I do that, I end up with 1.10 divided by 2, KT over P is equal to V prime. And you'll notice right away that this is equal to your original V. So I'll substitute this with V, and I'll find out what 1.10 divided by 2 is in decimal. That gives me 0.55. 0.55 V is equal to V prime. Well, they tell us the volume. They tell us that the volume is 125 feet cubed. So I'll take this number and substitute it right here. 0.55 times 125 gives us our modified version of V. Using our calculator once again, this number times 125 gives us 68.75. 68.75 feet cubed. This means that our new volume will be 68.75 if we make these changes where we increase the time by 10% and double the pressure. And so there you have it. That is how to solve combined variation application problems. If this question did not make sense to you, I do have 2 other parts of this series. Feel free to review them, and hopefully you'll understand this concept a little bit more.